what's happening in the activity sphere, if you will, in Tigray and in Ethiopia. You are muted. I can't hear you.
Do you hear me now?
Yes.
So I think that the first thing to say, Getachew, is that this was always on the cards for Abiy. In 2020, I remember he told an American diplomat that the issue of Eritrea was going to be addressed after the Tigray war was over. So it was always going to happen as far as Abiy was concerned. It was always a matter of when for Abiy. Now, why now? I think part of the reason is because he is losing control in Ethiopia. I think, we all know that he has lost control in Tigray for a long time. He has lost control in Oromia for a long time. He has never had control in Somalia and in other parts of Ethiopia, really. And the control that he thought he had in Amhara is also ebbing away. And that really unsettles him, because deep down, Abiy believes that that is his base. The Amhara political establishment is his base, but he's losing that as well. So I think he thought that one way of regaining the confidence of the Amhara base is by going into this very, very visceral issue, because the Amharas are viscerally attached to the issue of port and harbor and Assab and stuff like that. And I think one reason why he thought this is a good time is because he thought that would appease the Amharas, who otherwise are going away from him. I think that is one reason. The second reason is, if we could for a moment, presume that Abiy was a normal person, it's very difficult assumption to make. It actually objectively makes sense to want to do that now, because Eritrea now is at its weakest point. It doesn't have any strong allies. It's really weak economically, politically, and in every other sense. And there are a lot of issues with Eritrea that he would otherwise have to address, not least the issue with Tigray and the issue of justice and accountability. There's a lot of pressure from the international community, and Abiy doesn't really have any leverage to do that. So by declaring war, he could sidestep that otherwise awkward issue. So it could also be because of that. And Abiy also, you get the impression that he believes harbor and port is a life or death situation, and he really believes the reason why Ethiopia is in the dire situation that it is now economically is because it doesn't have a harbor or a port. And he believed that if it was to get access to a port, its economical situation will all of a sudden change. So I think those are the reasons why he thought maybe it's a good time now. Now, I must say, the way he did it, the presentation, I think about 30 minutes of it was a lecture on water, on the anatomy of water. He imbued water with a sense of life, with a sense of he anthropomorphized water, like the water speaks and has sense. And it was ridiculous, the presentation, the way he presented it. And the hawkish nature of the presentation was, of course, extraordinary. But then that is Abiy, so that shouldn't surprise us. But in terms of why, I think those three reasons, I believe.